We're going to cover day trading computers. It's actually a question I get asked very often via DMs and such. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and jump into this video here. What we're going to cover is, it's, hey Jesse, what computer do you recommend for day trading? Now, computers for day trading, it's really not that difficult. You don't have to, this is not like you're building a computer for a gaming computer. Like, you're not building out a gaming computer. You have to get all intricate with the hardware and software and parts and stuff like that. It's really not that complex. Now, it could be as simple as you want it or as complex as you want it to be if you want the computer to do multiple things. So what we're going to do is we're going to discuss a couple options here and try to keep it as simple as possible. We're going to go ahead and jump into this video right now after you smash the like button. Did you smash it yet? Well, I don't know if you smashed the like button or not. I can't see your screen, but I trust you did. So we're going to go ahead and take you on your word and jump into the video. Go over to hustlewithjessew.com. That's my website. I have an article on here on day trading computers. We're going to go over that article here. And the website, as you can see here, you have your weekly sign-up list. You have to sign up for the weekly list. You just click it right there. It's going to take you here, put your name and the email, and then submit. And that's so you're on my weekly list. Any special news or any weekly list I might send out, you'll be the first to receive it. You'll probably hear about it before YouTube. So definitely sign up at hustlewithjessew.com. Now we're going to come back over here and we can go to, you have trading tools, shop, more, etc. You got some, PDT stuff here. Here you got trade ideas, scanners I use. Link in the description section with 15% off coupon code and my link, so make sure you take advantage of that. And make sure you get your 2 free stocks over at Webull. Download the app, fund your account with $100, and bang. So back to the nitty-gritty here, which is the articles. Here you have educational articles, and I have a bunch of articles up. But what we're going to talk about today is the day trading computers. I already have the article pulled up here, day trading computers. Now, as we know, day trading is a high-risk activity, so you want to make sure that your computer is something that you can rely on. Now, it doesn't mean that your computer has to be this amazing machine capable of doing all sorts of things like, 3D virtual reality gaming or any of that stuff, but you want to make sure the machine is reliable. You don't want it to be a machine that's going to freeze on you periodically, that's going to just automatically, shut down on you. I don't even have automatic updates on my machine. I keep it so that it alerts me when there's an update, but it won't automatically download it without my prior approval. So the last thing I want is for it to just go into update mode while I'm in the middle of a trade, especially on something like a low float stock, right? So you might be like, okay, so what do I do? What kind of computer do I buy? Do I just buy something off the shelf? Do I build my own? Well, it all depends. If you want to have a desktop computer, you can build your own. I built my own. Or if you want a laptop, you can buy a laptop. So we're going to go over some of the specs here. I understand that it could be a little bit intimidating with what's RAM and CPUs and cloaks and what's like, graphics cards do I want? Well, I know. Believe me, I'm not even that computer savvy. I'm sure I mispronounced one of those words. So what I'll tell you is it can be as super nice as you want it to be. My desktop computer actually looks something like that because I built it for gaming. I built this computer before I even started trading, but I built it and then I said, wow, I think I want to trade. Not because of the computer looking so cool, but because at the same time as I was looking to build the computer, a stock went insane. I was told about it, I bought it, and it just sparked the day trader adventure. What stock was that? Well, DRYS. That thing went from like $2 to $100 over the course of 3 days. So we'll go ahead and talk about that one some other time. But main hardware tips. RAM. RAM. What is RAM? Well, RAM is basically what is going to control how fast your computer is going to be able to access stuff it's stored, right? RAM is short for random access memory. Kind of how our memory works, always random. RAM is used for very fast and temporary data storage that a computer needs to access right away on a consistent basis. So RAM. Now, for me, most laptops and most computers are going to come with about 8 gigabytes of RAM. And that is enough, more than enough for you to go on Facebook and YouTube and just mess around. I prefer for my computers to have at least a minimum of 16 gigabytes of RAM because I want to make sure they're speedy. I want to make sure they're moving. So my day trading computer, my desktop one, has 32 gigabytes of RAM. And I have space left to add more RAM to it up to 64 gigabytes of RAM. I have found that 32 is way more than enough. So for now, it's going to stay at 32. And because I've noticed that 32 is so much, I've been able to use laptops with 16 gigabytes, and that seems to be pretty good area, and it's not too expensive. Okay, so that's my first tip. At least 16 gigabytes of RAM on your laptop or desktop computer if you want to use it for day trading. Not because it needs 16 gigabytes, but because you don't want to run that computer so hard that it's basically using up all. You want it to have some extra space in there. It's like you don't redline your car, right, 24/7. It has plenty of juice in it to get there if needed. So that's the same, way I apply to my computers. Now, the next important piece of hardware is the CPU. Okay, the CPU is the central processing unit. This is basically the brain of your computer. And if you want to have something that's going to be running multiple tasks at the same time, you're going to have scanners over here, charts over there, news software here, your day trading platform over there, and then a chat room or a web browser over here. Then you want something that has a CPU capable of running multiple tasks at the same time without skipping a beat, right? You don't want a CPU that is going to be bogged down and having issues. So we typically want a computer, you can read it here, that has a strong processor and can multitask faster than we can ourselves. And that's what I like. I want my computer, because I've used computers in the past where I'm multitasking on it and the computer makes me wait. I didn't spend a small fortune on the computer to have the computer make me wait. If I'm moving faster than my computer, then there's a problem. So I want something with a strong and fast CPU. I want something with a lot of RAM. I want something with a multi-core CPU so that it can run tasks. Something as simple as an i5 processor dual core, 8 gigabyte will be sufficient for day trading and even some gaming. So that's something that you can, get behind. If you want to spend some more money, you can get something with 4 to 6 cores, like an Intel Core i7. That's going to run, a lot stronger. You're going to be able to multitask a lot more, and you can't go wrong with that, right? So that's something that you want to always keep in mind. RAM and your CPU, you want them to be strong. Something that can have, at least 16 gigabytes of RAM and multiple cores that can run, so you can run multiple tasks. Now, graphics cards. Everybody's always hung up on graphics cards. You're trading. You're not playing video games. You're not playing Witcher or Mario Kart or Call of Duty. You're not doing any of that. You're not playing Apex Legends on this computer. You are trading. Now, if you're a gamer, you're going to want to, and you want to do it all on one computer, you're going to want to step it up here. You're going to want to have a good graphics card. If you're just using the computer to trade, then you don't really need, something that's capable of running 1080p or much less 4K. You don't need some beast graphics card. I have EVGA GeForce GTX 1080 graphics card. Why? Because when I built this computer, I built it for gaming. I even have an extra slot for another one if I wanted to. Okay, but I don't even game on the computer. I have a PlayStation here that I haven't used in a few days. When I game, I play like one game and that's it, right? I play Apex Legends. If anybody plays Apex Legends on PlayStation, hit me up and maybe we'll team up at some point. But that's it. So that's not a big deal for me. And it's what I have there. It's going to stay there. I thought at one point of taking it out, selling it, and replacing it with something smaller because I really don't game. But I was like, I'll just leave it in there. It's not like it's a big deal. And if I do want to throw a game on the computer, then, well, at least I have the graphics card for it. So, you can get pretty much any type of graphics card you want in order for your trading. It's not an absolute necessity. Okay. Now, there are two major graphics cards company out there. We've traded them before. I haven't traded NVIDIA, but I have traded AMD. And it's NVIDIA and AMD. Both offer high-quality graphics cards that work with third-party cooling systems. So you're going to want to have a good cooling system in the computer. Some budget graphics cards for trading computers include the EVGA GeForce GT 720, right? 2 GB. That's all you need for like trading. You don't need like this 1080 that I have, or much less anything bigger than that, right? So that's it. Now, what else do we need in the computer? Well, we're going to need a hard drive. And the way I like to run things, I like to run multiple hard drives. I like to run an SSD drive where I store my system, right? Where I'm booting up the SSD drive. It's a solid state drive. It means my computer is going to boot up like that. So if something happens where the computer shuts off, electricity goes out and it comes back, and I turn on my computer, I want it to turn on and boot like that, so I can get back to my trade. So an SSD drive, typically 250 gigabytes is plenty. You can go up to 500 gigabytes if you want. Some people have 1 terabyte SSD drives. I like to run like a 250 gigabyte SSD drive followed by a 1 or 2 terabyte hard drive next. That's where I like download all my stuff onto that one, and even an external drive as well, another 1 terabytes there if I want, so that I can download stuff I don't need to boot up instantly. I don't need fast, like some video clips, pictures, charts, other software. I put them there, and then I put my operating system, my operating software on my SSD drive so that it boots up quick, right? So that's pretty much it. Now, in conclusion, you can build this out yourself if you want, or you can go online and just purchase an already built computer, right? You could do that all day long. You can go, here are some like examples. Use 2020 Lenovo ThinkPad. It's a 15.6-inch computer. It's a laptop. It has the i5 we talked about, okay? And you have 16 gigabytes of RAM. You click on here and it's going to take you right to it. So you'll be able to see it on Amazon. Right there, boom. It's currently unavailable, but there'll be other ones that you can check into. So, you have then something mid-tier that would be like a Lenovo ThinkPad, the same thing, but instead of having an i5, it has a quad-core Ryzen AMD processor, okay? And you have 8 gigabytes of RAM again, right? Which is a good starting base. But like I said, I prefer 16 gigabytes. It has a 256 gigabyte SSD drive. This one had a 1 terabyte SSD drive. That's a monster. So these are all options. And what I would tell you is go to the website here on my website. Go to this article, and you can actually see a little bit more detailed information about it. But in essence, as long as you have 16 gigabytes of RAM, as long as you have something with multiple cores for your CPU, and as long as you have an SSD and a regular hard drive, more than enough, guys. And if you want a laptop, like I said, here are a couple laptops. 15 inches and a half or so is plenty of size. Plus, if you put an external monitor, you're good to go on that. So any questions, drop them in the comment section below. Remember to smash the like button for me. I hope you found some value in this video. Hit the notification bell when you subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.